You probably heard it before. Keep going. Stay strong. Better days are coming. And maybe you nodded along. Maybe you even believed it for a moment. But then life hit you again. Harder. And those words, they started to sound hollow. Empty. Like background noise in a storm. Because when you're at your lowest, when your world feels like it's collapsing, those inspirational quotes feel like cheap Band-Aids on deep wounds. You wonder if anyone really understands what you're going through. You wonder if anyone will show up to help. You wait. You wait for the pain to stop. You wait for someone to notice. You wait for someone to reach out, to pick you up, to tell you it's going to be okay. But no one comes. And that's when it hits you. The truth no one likes to say out loud. No one is coming to save you. Not because people don't care. Not because the world is evil. But because your journey, your struggle, your fight, it belongs to you. No one else can fight the battles inside your head. No one else can feel the weight you carry. No one else can walk through the fire for you. And that's not a reason to despair. That's a reason to rise. Because once you understand that no one is coming, you realize something powerful. You don't need anyone else to start. You have the strength. You have the capacity. You have the grit. It may be buried under fear, under doubt, under exhaustion, but it's there. This isn't about being superhuman. It's not about pretending everything's fine. It's not about ignoring the pain. It's about facing it, owning it, moving through it anyway. Because the most powerful transformation in your life begins when you stop waiting. When you stop looking outside yourself for answers. When you stop expecting someone else to carry your weight. This message isn't here to comfort you. It's here to wake you up. To remind you that your life doesn't change when someone shows up. It changes when you show up. And you can. You will. Because deep down you already know. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not done. You are rising. The illusion of rescue. You've been waiting. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for signs. Waiting for a miracle. Every day, you tell yourself, tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow you'll start. Tomorrow you'll change. Tomorrow you'll rise. You look at your phone, hoping for a message that will change everything. You lie awake at night, imagining a future that feels so far away. You scroll past people who look like they have it all figured out and think, maybe one day. But what if I told you something that no one else has the courage to say? No one is coming to save you. Let that sink in. Not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, not the system, not fate, not luck. You see, we grow up with this invisible script, a promise that somewhere, somehow, someone will notice when we're falling apart. That if we just hold on long enough, someone will show up and pull us from the edge. We imagine a friend will call right when we need them. We think success will stumble into our path. We believe that inspiration will knock on our door like a late-night pizza delivery. But here's the truth no one told you. Life is a movie. There are no background heroes preparing to jump in at your darkest hour. There is no soundtrack swelling behind your breakdown, leading to a breakthrough. All there is you sitting there, heart heavy, mind racing, waiting for someone else to fix what only you can face. You might not want to hear this. It's easier to believe that someone will fix it for you, that the right partner, the right job, the right opportunity will show up and finally make you whole. But this belief, this illusion of rescue, is what's keeping you stuck. Because the moment you realize that no one is coming, you stop waiting and you start building. Look around. Really look. The messages you hoped would come haven't. The opportunities you thought would fall into your lap, they didn't. And maybe that's exactly what you need. Because when you finally stop relying on others to pull you up, you learn how to stand on your own. It hurts, yes. It feels lonely, terrifying even. But it's in that space, that silent, hopeless space, that you meet the most important person of your life. Yourself. Not the version of you that pretends everything's fine. Not the version that masks the pain to fit in. But the real you. The one beneath all the expectations. The one who knows what it feels like to be at rock bottom and still choose to rise. You see, no one is meant to rescue you because that power would never belong to them. It belongs to you. It always has. But as long as you keep waiting, you stay frozen, trapped in the in-between of potential and action. Waiting robs you of your strength. Waiting teaches you to depend. Waiting turns days into months and months into regret. There is no perfect time, no perfect plan, no perfect savior. There's only now, and you, sitting there with a choice to keep waiting for life to change or to stand up and be the change. Because the truth is, no one else knows what you need. No one else sees a vision in your head. No one else can feel the fire inside your chest. And no one, no matter how much they love you, can walk this path for you. This is your journey, your war, your victory. So the next time you find yourself staring into space, wishing for rescue, remember, you are the rescue. You are the hero. You are the answer. And the sooner you embrace that truth, the sooner your real life begins. The harsh truth, we live in a world that rarely stops. From the moment the sun rises, life starts moving fast. Everyone's chasing something, a dream, a dollar, a deadline. And in that blur of motion, it's easy to feel like you're the only one standing still. You look around and see people succeeding, smiling, thriving. You compare their highlight reels to your behind the scenes. And slowly you start to believe a lie, that you're falling behind, that you're not enough, that you're broken. But here's the truth, and it might be hard to hear. No one is waiting for you to catch up. Life doesn't slow down for you to get ready. Opportunities won't sit around while you gather the courage. The world doesn't owe you a moment of peace. That sounds cruel, doesn't it? But sometimes the truth has sharp edges, and this one cuts deep. You've been told to take your time, to wait until you're ready. But what if you never feel ready? What if the fear never leaves? What if the voice in your head never shuts up? Will you keep putting your life on hold? Will you keep delaying your growth, your dreams, your potential, all because things aren't perfect? The hard truth is, life is never perfect. You will always have doubts. You will always have challenges. You will always have reasons to wait. But greatness doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who move, even when it's messy, even when it's scary, even when they don't have all the answers. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You have to be willing to fail in public. You have to be willing to get up again and again when no one is clapping for you. The world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't reward intentions. It rewards execution. That might feel unfair because maybe you've been trying to stay strong, trying to keep going, trying to hold it all together. But here's another truth. Trying isn't the same as doing. Hoping isn't the same as acting. Wishing isn't the same as working. If you want change, real change, you have to move. You have to do the things you don't feel like doing. You have to push even when no one is watching. Discipline is doing when it's boring. Consistency is showing up when it's hard. Growth is choosing discomfort over regret. So ask yourself, are you living in truth or hiding in comfort? Are you growing or just staying busy? Are you building or just surviving? Because time doesn't care what you plan to do. It only remembers what you actually did. And before you know it, another year will pass. Another goal will be delayed. Another version of you will go unexplored. So stop waiting for the right conditions. Stop expecting life to hold your hand. Stop thinking someone will come along and show you how to do this. This is your responsibility, your progress, your transformation. No one else can carry this weight for you. No one else will do the reps. No one else will build your legacy. You are not entitled to success, but you are capable of it if, and only if, you're willing to do what most people won't. Embrace the discomfort, accept the hard truth, and start walking forward. Even if your legs are shaking, even if your heart is heavy, even if you're full of fear, because moving through it, that's the only way out. This is not the easy road. It never was, but it's the one that leads to freedom. And freedom, that's worth fighting for. The power of small starts. We often think change needs to be big. That progress must be dramatic. That reinvention has to be loud. But real change, the kind that sticks, it doesn't usually come from massive leaps. It comes from quiet steps, small starts, Simple actions that seem insignificant until they aren't. You don't need to overhaul your life in one night. You don't need to flip the table or burn it all down. You just need to start where you are, with what you have, as you are, because momentum doesn't come from motivation. It comes from motion. One glass of water instead of soda. One honest sentence written in a journal. One paragraph read from a book. One deep breath before you speak. Those small decisions don't seem like much, but together, they form the foundation of greatness. You want to climb the mountain? Start by tying your shoes. You want to build a business? Start by writing down one idea. You want to fix your health? Start with one healthy meal. You want to change your mindset? Start by noticing one negative thought and challenging it. Stop believing that you need to be perfect to begin. Stop convincing yourself that change starts later, because later turns into never, and never becomes regret. There's magic in momentum. There's power in showing up, even in small ways, because every time you do, you're proving to yourself that you can. And that proof, that self-trust, that's what leads to lasting transformation. The gym isn't just for your body, it's for your discipline. Reading isn't just for your knowledge, it's for your belief. Meditation isn't just for your peace, it's for your awareness. Every small act is training for your identity. You are becoming who you repeatedly choose to be. And if you mess up, that's okay. Small starts aren't about perfection. They're about direction. Missing one day doesn't ruin your progress. Falling off track doesn't mean you failed. Failure isn't final unless you quit. So don't quit. Reset, recenter, restart. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. You are not behind. You're on the edge of a better life. And that life begins when you choose to do the small thing today. The world will tell you to hustle hard, to go big or go home, to grind until your eyes bleed. But the real revolution? It's quiet. It happens early in the morning when you decide to get out of bed. It happens late at night when you choose to prepare for tomorrow. It happens in the middle of a hard day when you take one more step. You don't have to impress anyone. You just have to become undeniable to yourself. So take the step, drink the water, open the book, turn off the noise, take the walk, make the call. Your dream life is built one small decision at a time, brick by brick, step by step. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to begin. Because even the smallest spark, when protected and fed, can grow into a fire that changes everything. Start now. Start small. But most importantly, start forging the new you. There's a voice in your head that says, you're not good enough. You're not ready. You'll never make it. You've been listening to it for too long. But here's what that voice doesn't know. Every time you failed, you learned. Every time you hurt, you grew. Every time you were knocked down, you gained resilience. You don't need motivation. You need a reason. Why are you still breathing? Why are you watching this video? Why are you even considering changing? Because deep down, you know something powerful. You were not born to just exist. You were born to impact. And that doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. It's not about having the best gear, the best start, the most support. It's about who refuses to quit. Every morning you wake up and choose to try again. You're already winning. The strongest people you admire, they've all been where you are. In the dark, in the dirt, in the doubt. But they didn't stay there. They built themselves brick by brick, not in one day, but through 1,000 small victories that no one saw. And now it's your turn to rise, to fall, to rise again. Because this world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs real ones, resilient ones. You. Section 5. The rise begins now. This is the moment where everything changes. Not because the world around you shifts, but because you do. Up until now, maybe you've been waiting. Maybe you've been hiding. Maybe you've been surviving. But now you rise. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when everything is perfectly aligned. Now, because rising isn't about circumstance. It's about decision. It's about choosing to face the day even when your heart is heavy. Choosing to try again even when you're exhausted. choosing to keep walking, even when the path is uphill and unclear. There's something powerful in that choice, something unstoppable. You might not see the results yet. You might still feel the weight of everything you're carrying. But the fact that you're still standing, still breathing, still willing to try, that means you haven't been defeated. That means there's still fire inside you. That means your rise has already begun. Let that sink in. The person you're becoming is already in motion. With every small effort, every disciplined moment, every refusal to give up, you're becoming stronger. And with strength comes clarity. You start to realize that the pain was never meant to break you. It was meant to shape you. The loneliness, it forged independence. The struggle, it sparked resilience. The failure, it taught you how to rise. Every great transformation comes after a great test. And if you're being tested now, it's only because there's greatness on the other side. So stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign. When you walk out the door today, do it with purpose. When you speak to yourself today, do it with respect. When you take the next step today, do it with belief. Because the world will try to tell you who you are. It will label you by your past, your pain, your limitations. But you are not a label. You are not a failure. You are not what they say. You are what you choose to become. And today, you choose to rise. That doesn't mean it will be easy. It doesn't mean you won't struggle again. But it means you won't give up. It means you won't settle. It means you refuse to stay small. From this moment forward, you show up differently. You walk with your head high, not because life is perfect, but because you are committed. You speak your truth, not because you're fearless, but because you're brave. You act with intention, not because you know all the answers, but because you've stopped hiding from questions. And the most beautiful part, you're not alone in this. There's a whole army of warriors rising alongside you. People who've been broken and got back up. People who've lost everything and rebuilt from dust. People who looked fear in the face and still chose growth. They're not better than you. They're not luckier than you. They're just a few steps ahead because they started. And now it's your turn. Your rise begins in silence, in sweat, in solitude. It starts when no one is watching. It builds when no one is cheering. It becomes unstoppable when you believe, truly believe, that your best days are still ahead. So take that belief and wear it like armor. Let it guide your steps, fuel your work, and steady your voice. You've been through enough. You've waited long enough. You've doubted yourself long enough. Now rise, not because it's easy, but because you were made for this. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are becoming. And the world hasn't seen the best of you yet. Final push. So here's what I want from you. If this message hit you, don't scroll away. Don't let this just be another feel-good video. Let it be the trigger. The moment you decided enough is enough. Because you can. Because you must. Because no one else will do it for you. Subscribe, not just to this channel, but to your own potential. Join a community of warriors who aren't here to be average, who aren't here to survive. We are here to dominate, to evolve, to rise. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more silence. It starts now. 1 second of courage, 1 decision of discipline, 1 unstoppable you. Let's rise together.